Have you ever found in the quiet times of your life that those quiet moments, you'll notice the most mundane, small little thing, and you'll stare at it or think about it long enough, and it's almost like that inanimate thing just starts reflecting. You start seeing yourself in it, a piece of yourself hidden in there. I think there's all kinds of hidden wisdom in the world. And I've been staring at this dripping faucet now for quite a while, just trying to see if it says something to me. And I think the dripping faucet's got a lot to say. What is a dripping faucet? Well, we got a faucet. There's pipes coming to it, supplying water. And we've put a faucet here so that the water just won't run into our sink and flood our house. We want the water to come out when we want it to. So we put this faucet here, this tap, to turn it off. And that water's pressurized. All it wants to do is come out. It wants to flow, because we've put this limit on it. We've turned it off. Well, you let a faucet sit long enough, and you may have experienced this yourself. Years go by, it's fine, it stays shut off. No leaks, no drips, nothing. It turns on and off when you need it to, but eventually one day, the seals, it's a matter of time, the seals are gonna start to fail on your faucet. And you'll just end up with this simple, almost pretty annoying little drip that you can't turn off. You can either open the faucet up, turn it off, but the drip just never goes away. It drives you crazy. I think there's something deeper going on here, at least in my life, that I've noticed with this drip. See, I think we all have a something. It's an idea. It could be a part of who you are, a piece of your identity, some endeavor or creative idea you have. But you've told yourself a long time ago, I've told myself a long time ago also, that thing is either not a good idea, or you can't be that version of yourself. You can't be your true self because the community or the world around you wouldn't understand or accept you. Or that business idea, that'll just fail. No one's gonna want that thing that you want to offer, or no one's gonna like that creative thing that you put out. And so what you do to that idea is you put a tap on it. It may have been flourishing for a little while, but you quickly put a tap on it and you turn it off. You just leave it down there. But like I said before, there's pressure. This thing that's in you, this thing of either who you are or what you want to do, it's under pressure deep inside of your bones, and it wants to come out. So enough time goes by, just like the seals on our faucet here, and it just starts dripping out. Now, what's the worst part about a drip? The worst part about a drip is, well, you don't notice it for a long time often. You're at work, you're doing your life, you just keep the door shut when you're home so you don't hear it, you just ignore the drip. But in those quiet times at night when you're laying wide awake or you're just sitting on your couch thinking about your day, what'll start to happen? You weren't even thinking about the drip, and you start hearing the drip, and it starts to drive you crazy. And you decide in that moment you can either keep ignoring it or you have to address it. You have to get this drip fixed. So you go get a new tap, or you just open the water, right? Because having it closed or just opening it wide open is way better than just listening to this annoying drip. And once again, that's just like us. I've tried many times, maybe you have, to just put a new tap, a new faucet on it, because turning it off is better. And it would be better just to open it up and do it, but you're too afraid, you're too scared. Because this drip, it just haunts you, it just drives you crazy, because in the back of your head, you know there's this thing that you should be or could do, but you don't. See, we're too I am too, grounded by fear. And fear of failure, fear of not being accepted. That's a natural, normal thing, but I'm also starting to realize there's not a lot of time here. My life is just flashing by. And so many years of my life I spent not pursuing or doing the things I wanted to out of fear, or because I didn't think I could or I was good enough to do them. And here I am at this age, and I know enough time will go by and my time will be gone. And enough time goes by and no one remembers us. All we have is this time. And the ideas and the thoughts and the things that we really are. We only have a short time to let that thing inside of us bloom out and become what it should be. I'm tired of letting things drip in my life. But I'm tired of just putting a tap on it and closing it. I think it's time for me to start just pulling that faucet open and doing more things. Maybe there's something in your life that you just too scared, too afraid to just open the faucet and let it go. I think it's time for us to get the drips out of our life. That's what I think a dripping faucet can teach us this week. I'm glad you came by to visit. We'll see you next time.